What's up, everyone? Fragcom, how you guys doing? Just thought I'd stop by to say hi to everyone, and just giving you guys my scent of the day. And my scent of the day is Yves Saint Laurent's Why. I'm just hanging out here. You guys already know. Just drinking a little bit of wine. Just relaxing here. My home. We'll be sitting down and watching a movie in a few minutes with my kids. My weekend goes by pretty fast, spending time with the baby, just hanging out with them because, there's times that my wife is working a long shift, 12 plus hours, and she's pretty much caught up most weekends. So it's just me here with the kids, and we're all together now, so we're probably just gonna watch a movie really quickly and just enjoy the rest of the weekend. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend, because I sure did. Get a few fragrances that I really do want to speak. I have so many fragrances that I should be reviewing that I haven't reviewed yet, but that's definitely going to be coming up really soon. And I'm looking to maybe review a few fragrances that are, that been somewhat low-key. There's a few there that I have. I have many samples that I want to go through. I want to talk about the house of. Mugler, and I want to touch upon some of their scents that just been kind of disregarded as well from the house. So also some fragrances from the house of Amouage. That's the baby in the background. You guys already know there's a little one here. So yeah, so like I said, just relaxing here, having a little bit of wine. See if anyone has any questions or anything you guys want to know. I'm also going to be redoing some videos that I had in the past. I just want to redo them again now that I guess I feel a little more comfortable with the camera more than I was in the beginning. But yeah. So just some things I'm definitely going to be retouching. Just get to my room and I'll show you guys some things here that I have. A little noisy here. So I'm going to be speaking to you guys about some other fragrances that I want to touch upon. Let's see here. There's so many fragrances that I need to talk about here. I've gotten rid of so many of them as well, but I have so many. This is one, it's funny. I haven't spoke about this one. What's up, my man? My man. I need to talk about this one. I know this is one that's been around for a long time, and it's funny. I never spoke about this one. I had it for such a long time. It's actually the second bottle I've gone through, and it's actually my son's signature fragrance. He loves this one. I had to get him a backup. Of course, you guys notice a few here. There's a couple from the Atelier line that I have that I haven't spoke about either that I should be speaking about, because I know a lot of people would definitely be enjoying some of those now for this time of season, at least here in New England, most around. But yeah, it's a lot of great fragrances that I have here that I haven't spoken about. Excuse me, I'm just going down, just looking around, see all the stuff that I haven't spoken about. But here's one here that's one that hasn't been spoken about, and this is one from the house of English Laundry, and this is actually not a bad one. This is one of those right up there same genre as Prada Amber. If you guys don't know, where's my Prada Amber? Where are you? I'll show you which one I'm talking about. I gotta look for it now. It's here somewhere. Yeah, Prada Amber. This one here. So this one, so it has some similarities to this one, but it's just a different beast, and it's definitely a nice, clean, soapy fragrance. I haven't used it much because I don't reach out for soapy fragrances, but you guys see this in my cabinet. This is baby safety, so my son doesn't try to open it when he's, you know, playing around in the house. So he's pulling all the cabinets, trying to get into my perfume cabinets and stuff. So yeah. So this is another one to you guys. I know you guys probably want to know a little more about this one here. This is the older batch of Virgin Island Water. I had that one for a long time. You know, sometimes I pull up my videos and you notice that the bottles are not that low, but you guys have to remember, I have a lot of juice. I have a lot. So when I pull out some of the lids for like summer, winter, all that stuff, you know, the stuff takes a while for me to really get them down. I don't know, some of the guys really go down through the bottles, but I don't, because I have so much, and you know, I don't go too crazy with the sprays, except for maybe Blue de Chanel. That's probably the only one that I spray a lot of, and that one is so weak that I have to spray like 8 sprays of that one. Any of the Chanel. Actually, most of the Chanel stuff you have to spray a lot, except for maybe where is that one? Platinum Egoise. You don't need that many sprays. This is another one that I had for a while that I haven't spoke about, and that is Fahrenheit Aqua, and it's a nice one. That one I need to speak about. There's a lot of stuff. You guys see something that I'm showing that you guys want me to review, just go ahead and give me a heads up, and I'm definitely going to be speaking about that one. But anyways, I'll be coming up with some videos. Like I said, you guys already know I'm always busy with work and stuff and the kids. I do have this one here I haven't spoken about. I had this one for a little bit, and that is O-Team. L'Homme O-Team. That's a nice one too. That one reminds me of a niche fragrance that I'll be speaking about as well. That O-Team. And like I said, I'm trying to slow down too on my fragrance purchases. I'm trying to keep it, you know, keep my buying to a minimum right now, because I spend way too much money on this hobby and priorities too, you know. And I have other plans that I need to reserve my money for. So, and wife sometimes she doesn't get too happy. I know, man. It's expensive hobby, and my wife is sometimes doesn't get too happy about me purchasing so many fragrances. But this is another one that I haven't spoken about, and this is a really nice one. This is from the house of Versace. This was very hard for me to find when I was looking for it, and that one is it's like a clone of Militant Imperial from Creed, and that's a really nice one. Nice salty aquatic fragrance there. You guys already know about this guy. I had him for a while. There's a few others here that I have. You see me going down on the ground. Man. I have a mess here. A mess of fragrances. This is one I haven't spoken about either. This is was one of the most hyped fragrances from the house of you guys already know, and this was one that I haven't reviewed, and I had it since the company first started, and it's not a bad one. It's pineapple heavy. Let me open up the cap here for a second, guys. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice. No, I haven't smelled the new one. I haven't. But yeah, a Royal Elixir is not what I thought when I bought it. I wasn't reading over all the stuff, but Royal Elixir, I thought it was like a Ventus clone or something like that. But it's just a really sweet pineapple, kind of woody. It's nice. It's a nice one. Here's another one that I have that I haven't spoken about. Pure Tonka. Pure Tonka. I'm sorry, not a huge fan of it. Yes, I am Dominican. On Osmond Nassik. Yeah, yes, I am Dominican. Yes, I am. I mentioned that in my other videos before, I believe. But yeah, I'm Dominican. So yeah, this is one that I'm not a big fan of heavy Tonka fragrances like this one. So it's just a pass for me. But I do have it there. I'll be speaking about that one sometime. Yeah, I have a few. I knew it. How you knew I was Dominican? How do you know that? How can you tell I'm Dominican? Please explain. Please. I know. A lot of people say I look Middle Eastern, but you know, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're Dominican, it's not hard to figure out who's Dominican. Who's not. You can tell by the vibe. You're funny, man. You're funny. That's cool. Yeah. So, quite a few fragrances here that I haven't spoken about, and I've gotten rid of so many of them because I just want to try to keep myself under control. I have some Killian stuff here. My wife has a whole bunch of stuff that she's gotten, and I've gotten for her too. So there's a lot of women's stuff that I have. Did I speak about this one already? That's this one that's old school. Sancocho. Yeah, man, Sancocho is good stuff, man. Good for the heart. Yeah, so yeah, I have a lot of stuff, man. And I also want to thank. You guys already know who Jonathan B. Swift is. That's an awesome guy. He hooked me up with so many samples in the beginning of my journey. I have a lot of stuff that he sent over to me that I really do like. Some of a little more daring. A lot of the stuff that I would have never known about if it wasn't for him. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. But yeah, I think my collection is slowly, you know, it's getting a little smaller because I just been getting rid of a lot of stuff that I'm not using. I'll give you another example of a fragrance that for some reason I just haven't gotten a lot of use of it, and it's this one. Some of the leather stuff I have. You guys know about this one here? This is nice. This is supposed to be like a clone of, somewhat of a clone of Tuscan leather. It's not a bad one, actually. There's a lot of stuff I have there. Lay down here for a second. Lay down in my bed for a second. Yeah, so I see a lot of stuff going on right now in the fragcom. And it's cool because fragcom is definitely growing. It's becoming a very it's become a very united community. Like anything, there's always going to be some ups and downs. You're going to have a lot of trolls. You're going to have a lot of people, you know, different personalities. So it's not going to be perfect. It's like anything, you know. It's like anything in life, you know. There's not everything's gonna be perfect, but it's definitely a journey to see, and you learn so much too in the fragrance community, and you realize there's guys there that put a lot of time and dedication and really go out there and put a lot of their financial, a lot of their finances towards this hobby, a lot of money, because I see a lot of, I know there's a lot of guys that are sponsored, but there's also a lot of guys out there that also spend a lot of their own money and on some really expensive stuff, and they have over 200-300 bottles, and it's just, it's expensive. To be honest with you, I'm tempted to buy a fragrance every week if I could, but of course I'm not going to do that. But I think I've said this before, but generally I'm pretty much of I'm pretty much I'm more appealed. What appeals to me the most are the more designer, more the universally loved fragrances. The niche, more daring stuff. It's not that I hate, but it's a very small amount of them that I do enjoy. Most that's my son. They're bringing him in the room. Most of the niche stuff is just not really my style, and you're the more yeah, I sample for niche many times, and it's definitely a huge trial and error, when it comes to niche, because it's not like you can just walk into the store and say, "Oh, I want to try this niche fragrance." No, you have to order. You have to take that risk. You have to spend that $6 or that $24 for 2 samples, 2.5 ml or 2 ml, and maybe it's not going to work for you when. For a lot of people, that $25 can get them a full bottle of something, or, save up a little more, or you can get a nice fresh bottle, something new, designer, or, so it's a very expensive hobby, but you have to control yourself, you have to. I've learned to control myself a little bit, because I've definitely spent a lot of money, especially when you get into YouTube, when you're YouTube reviewer like me. You want more and more, because you want to, and it's funny because you get so much, yet you don't review everything, but you want to have a lot of the stuff that other reviewers are mentioning, and just and it gets a little costly. So, but yeah, it is fun. But like I said, I learned to control myself somewhat on my expenses. My top 5 fragrances of all time, I have to put on the very top will be it's gonna be Creed Aventus is on the very top of the list. My Bleecker Street, I mentioned that already. One that doesn't, I don't think it's super popular, but it's truly one of my favorite freshies as of now. And I love this one. Let me just pull out the bottle so you can see it. And it's this one, Atelier, Cedra and Around. I love this one, I really do. Voyage. So those are the ones I'm mentioning right now are the ones that I will definitely have with me at all times. I will always have those. I would always have those fragrances. There's a few of them, a couple of them that are just hard to say. Oh, really? Yeah, I hear the complaints about Bleecker Street, but I guess it just works for me. I love it. I love how it smells. I love the feeling it gives me when I wear it. To every taste there's a color. You know what I mean? So yeah, it works out pretty well for me. I like it. Yeah. So there's a couple of fragrances that I really do love. There's a couple of hype fragrances that I've gotten samples of. Yeah, that's what the hobby's about, man. There's a couple of fragrances that I gotten that were hyped up to the max, and my God, what a mistake. I returned it, or I sold it to somebody else online. Actually, I remember I sold one of, you're right, man, we cannot. I sold, about a year back, vintage bottle of Green Irish Tweed. I sold it to somebody on my eBay account. I usually don't sell fragrances, but I said, you know what, let me get rid of it, because I had like 3 backup bottles of Green Irish Tweed when I was really into the hype of GIT back then, and I wanted some vintage bottles, and I got a really good deal on those, and I got rid of one of those, and the guy was super pleased and happy. And I know that's I smelled the new ones, the new GITs, and there is a difference. There's definitely much more depth in the new ones. Oh man, it smells like wet rags, really. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, but the newer batches, I say 2015, I think it's late 2014. Wow. That's tough, man. Doesn't do that for me. Yeah, the 2015 and up, they're a little more cleaner, fresher, and a little sweeter. The one that I have is definitely, I know this sounds a little weird, but it's definitely deeper, darker than the new ones. It is still fresh, but it's definitely deeper, darker. It's more, it's a little bit more, probably the best way to say it, a little bit more, it's a little bitter. It's bitter than the newer batches, but yes, it's nice. It's different. Yeah. Oh yeah, you see him there, Matthew. Look. Look. Yeah, that's my little man right there. He's relaxing. Guy keeps me busy all day. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Hey, hi. Hey, hi. That's my little man. He loves the camera too. He just loves it. And that's going to be another big fragrance guy. I don't know if you... I'm about to step out of the room and you're about to see him scream in a second. Count to about 5 seconds and you'll hear him screaming. My son's room here. This guy's got a... Oh yeah, that was the plan. He's definitely gonna be the future owner of Creative Ventus. Look at this guy's little collection here. He's got a lot of stuff. That's my son's little arsenal of fragrances. And as always, he's on the PlayStation here. And there he goes with his snacks. You wanna say hi?
I'm trying to focus. You keep on killing me.
Yeah. So, swapping around. Let's make this live stream a little different, a little more organic. You know, why not? Anyways, hey guys. Anyways, hope everybody has a great weekend. Whoever catches this video. And as always, my scent of the day was YSL. YSL's Y. And I really like that one. There's been some negative talk about that one, but mostly positive. But there's some negative stuff about it, like anything. But I like that one a lot. It's you have to have somewhat of a sweet palate. But I like it. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. It's one of my favorite designer, well, one of my favorites out of their more their commercial stuff, you know, like not the more pre-made stuff, but yeah, it's one of my favorites so far from their line. And out of the freshies, it's probably my favorite right now out of the designer realm. I do like that one a lot. But
I killed Catwoman.
Yeah, mainstream. Yeah, that's what I mean, mainstream. Yeah, but yeah, I like that one a lot. I do like it. I enjoy that one very much. So anyways, guys, I'll see you all on the next one. And always a pleasure to give you guys, have a little chat and say hi to everyone. And in my sense of day, of course. Awesome, man. And I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, ladies and gents, see you in the next one. Peace.